I guess
And
the other
for
thing, the behind the scenes aspect of this, the fact that you have Skydance coming in here now, purchasing, owning Star Trek. You got Alex Kurtzman at the head of this show, for
Well,
better
and
or
this is
worse.
his last show, so
Well, maybe
well, we'll
maybe
see.
you
I
know
don't think
this,
they're going to renew him, but they might.
but
His
but
contract's
the,
over in 26, so
I think it's going to depend how well this show is received. Partially,
yeah.
you know, if it gets a warm reception, they may say, okay, Alex, you can stick around for a few more years.
Here's the question I have for you guys, though. Do you really think this is going to grab that demographic?
I
The
think there's
young
potential.
demographic.
Yeah, they're shooting for 16 to 25 specifically.
I think
So,
there's
do you think
potential.
16 to 25-year-olds in our time period right now are interested in this?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
that there's potential for 16 to 29 to 20-year-olds to be interested in Star Trek because
Yeah.
we live in such a chaotic, it seems like the world's going to end any moment, that we're all tired of grit, we're all tired of shock entertainment, and we all want some hope and levity. This is why Superman has hit such rave reviews because
Hmm.
it is a refreshing take on a story that leaves you with a bit of hope when you walk out of it. And Star Trek is a hope for the future.
Mm-hmm.
And every time there's a new iteration of Star Trek, it's always looked poorly upon. But then on reflection, it's received sort of a cult like appreciation. When I can remember when Enterprise came out, I thought, not for me. And then I watch it 10 years later, and I'm like, oh, wow, this was actually really good. We just didn't give it the chance and
It
spent
came
the
out at
moment.
the wrong time for sure.
Yeah,
Right?
it
So
was.
they're trying a new method. I think this could be a chance for them to answer questions like Mike says, species 8472, give me an update on fluidic space. And go back in this, you know, 20, 30 some odd years of Star Trek and pick up some stories like they were doing in Lower Decks. They were answering
Hmm.
some and they were tying things together and they were making it sort of like more of a hardcore lore. Because of Star Trek Lower Decks, I went back and watched all of the old Star Trek just to like get up on the references and stuff. And that's very possible with a show like this where it's highly produced, it looks good, people are attractive. It's going to attract people, a new audience. Somebody wants something fresh. They're going to say, hey, let's see what this is about. And if they nail it out of the park and it's even remotely has any type of hooks and drama, then they're going to keep watching it. And, it's on them to keep the attention span at that point. So I think people want hope in their
Yeah,
media these days and they'll want to consume this.
I agree, and I think that you're right. That's I think why the Superman movie that recently came out it resonated with me so strong because it's got this optimism and hope and just being decent, and I think that that's what Star Trek and Starfleet and all that is always embodied. And then on top of that, give me some really great, amazing adventures. Just like that Superman movie did. You can have great adversaries, whatever. So I just, I'm optimistic for the show. I hope that they've learned from some of their past mistakes, because like Discovery is almost a decade ago since it premiered, right? So
Hmm.
it's, they've, for better or worse, and see how that kind of goes here. And I think that a young cast is fun. So I'm with you. I want this to do well.
And
Well,
I
I
can
always want Star
resonate
Trek to do well, but
I can resonate with what Mike says here, where he wants a more return to episodic Trek. He's
yeah,
sick
me
of
too.
season-long story arcs.
Yes.
Um, I can resonate with that, but also I like the balance. It's sort of how Strange New Worlds does it, where they're episodic, but they still have little strings to keep like a grander story going and like
Mm-hmm.
keep you interested in still watching. So if they can manage to sort of balance those two aspects of what Trek has always sort of been, I think they could have some potential magic there.
Yeah, I think that if you follow the Strange New Worlds model of that more so than the Discovery model of that, then I think we'll be okay.